What's going on, wrestling fans? It is I, Steve Fall, and welcome to 10 Count right here on Wrestling News Co. On today's edition, we got Chad Gable with me. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you? Thanks for having me.
It's so good to see you again. Sure. The last time I talked to you was we talked about how Otis is in charge of unlocking the door, taking the trash barrels out, and your cat. Your cat hates him.
That's right. Yeah.
Has your cat learned to love him?
Otis has been over every day this week, which is funny you say that because I haven't seen my cat once this week. So must smell it. Must smell that big man, the steak on him. Either the cat doesn't like the smell of steak because that's what Otis smells like, or just doesn't like him in general. I don't know.
I thought it was going to be that you were suggesting that Otis might have done some diabolical deed to your cat.
Ooh, I don't know. That's a terrifying thought, but I wouldn't put it past him.
The big boss man did steal Al Snow's dog and fed it to him, so...
We got a new story coming up. Thank you for that. I'm going to put that in my pocket.
Put it in your pocket. Though, I've heard stories about Otis.
Yeah.
Has he ever shared the story about the time a security guard tackled him as a child when he tried to give Trish Stratus a high five?
Yes, I've heard the Trish Stratus story. Now imagine what my fear when we see Trish Stratus around at live events in Canada and stuff like that. Otis, just settle it down for a minute. Yeah, he was a wild, rambunctious young man. He's a wild, rambunctious old man right now, but I'm doing my best to dial him in, reel him in a little bit, just settle him down.
All right. It's good to hear that because I'm nervous about your cat. Royal Rumble, we've had men for years. We've had women a few years ago. Do you think there ever could be a tag team Royal Rumble?
That sounds like pure carnage to me, and I like the sounds of that. I think we'd have the definite advantage. Otis has maybe the lowest center of gravity when you take his girth and height into account. So who's throwing him over? I just don't think it's happening, unless it's me. But I would use my mental tactics. That's the one thing I have over him. The Master Gable up in here. I got all the tricks.
It's true. Yeah. And here's maybe you have another trick up your sleeve is Royal Rumble is obviously coming up. You're obviously going to win. But who's going to be a secret entrant into the men's Royal Rumble and the women?
Secret entrant? Well,
Who do you want?
I don't know, man. I saw The Rock come back a few weeks ago, and I'm not saying he's going to be in it. I don't know, but he's showed his face around a very interesting time of year, right? So I wouldn't put it past him. And if there's one that's going to get more eyes on our product, he's the man. So
that's true.
And if there's one guy I would want to throw out, it'd be the biggest movie star in the world, right? So let's do it. Yeah.
I felt it. I felt the F-bomb coming.
Yeah. Okay.
Though, obviously with Royal Rumble, Roman Reigns versus LA Knight, AJ Styles, Randy Orton, all that good stuff. But yet, you mentioned The Rock. It seems that he wants to be the head of the table. It seems that he's part of the TKO board of directors. Yeah. Couldn't he just book himself? Rock versus Roman, who you got?
Yeah, oh, man. The thing I have with it is Roman has been so consistent, and he's created such an aura about himself that if there's one person in this company, in this business, that has a bigger aura than The Rock could have right now, it'd be him. Just because he's protected himself in a way that he's like the final boss of everything. He just seems so larger than life. That matchup in itself would be something that we talk about that forever, So it'd be legendary, man.
How do your kids still feel about Gunther being a piece of garbage, making their daddy lose, and then your children were crying?
Trauma. How a traumatic experience. No, she got over it quickly. She was more concerned or enamored with the fact that she saw her picture on the internet for the first time, that was so new to her. But I also had to put a limit on that. Don't be reading any stories about yourself or nothing. But my son, he could care less. He just wants a cool singlet. So now every time I get a singlet made, he's got to get one too. I made that mistake. And my middle daughter, she could care less. She just wants the nachos and cheese at the show and a thing of lemonade. That's all she cares about. She doesn't care if her daddy loses or not.
No. Daddy, buy me the nachos. I have 3 kids too, 7, 4, and 1. So I can see the
personalities shine through. They're very different and unique in their own way.
Yes. Each one reacts differently to different things. It's bizarre. It's crazy though. But again, mixed match challenge is something we haven't seen in a long time. Obviously, I think it'd be you, Maxine, or Otis and Maxine.
Yeah.
What do you think about bringing that back?
Let me just put something out here, all right?
Put it out.
Even if it's not mixed match challenge, what about, I've been having a little issues with these Viking Raiders crew lately, right? They got a guy, a girl. I mean, I could take Ivy on my side, I could take Miss Maxine. What if we do a mixed tag Viking rules match on that ship? Never been done before. A new spectacle, never been seen.
A ship match.
Put it out there.
Holy ship.
Yeah,
That's what we'll call it.
The holy ship match.
Perfect. Well, Chad, good luck at Royal Rumble. Thanks so much.